Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The name is Fryska with student registration number P01720324118. In this video, I will read an article assignment that I wrote in the basic biomedical nursing. Okay, let me just read the article I wrote yesterday. Definition: Basic biomedicine is a branch of science that combines the principles of biology and medicine to understand the basic mechanism of human disease and health. The primary focus is on research and understanding the biological processes at the molecular, cellular, and organismal levels that underlie normal body function as well as the change that occur as disease progresses. Basic biomedicine involves various scientific disciplines such as biochemistry, genetics, microbiology, and psychology. Discoveries in basic biomedicine often form the basis for the development of new medical therapies, drugs, and diagnostic techniques. The next major field in biomedical science. Number 1. Cellular and molecular biology. Cellular and molecular biology studies cells as the basic unit of life and their molecular components such as DNA, RNA, and proteins. Cell structure understands cell components such as cell membranes, cytoplasm, and organelles. Cell function examines processes such as DNA replication, transcription, or making RNA from DNA, translation, or synthesis of proteins from RNA, and how cells communicate with each other through chemical signal. The secondly is psychology. Is the study of the function of organs and systems in the body and how they work together to maintain homeostasis or internal balance. The next, cardiovascular system studies how the heart heats the blood and how blood flows through the blood vessels. The next, respiratory system examines how the lungs take in oxygen and expel carbon dioxide. The next, nervous system understands how the brain and nerves work to control the body. The digestive system studies how food is digested and nutrition are absorbed. And the last, endocrine system examines hormones and how they regulate various body functions. And number 3, biochemistry. Biochemistry is the study of chemical reactions that occur in living organisms, especially at the molecular level. The next, carbohydrate metabolism, the process of breaking down carbohydrates into energy. Lipid metabolism, how fat is broken down and used by the body. Protein metabolism, this is synthesis and breakdown of proteins and the role of enzymes in biochemical reaction. Number 4, genetic. Genetic is science that studies the inheritance of traits and genetic variation in organisms. Gene mutation, change in DNA that can cause genetic disease. Genetic disease, the study of conditions caused by genetic mutations such as sickle cell anemia and cystic fibrosis. Genetic engineering, techniques for changing an organism's DNA, including gene therapy to treat disease. Number 5, immunology. Immunology is the study of the immune system and how the body fights infection and disease. Immune response, how the body detects and responds to pathogens or such as virus and bacteria. Vaccination is development of vaccines to prevent disease. Autoimmune disease is conditions in which the immune system attacks the body's own tissues such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis. Biomedical science application. Biomedical science has various applications that contribute to improving human health. Number one, diagnostic. A development of tools and techniques to detect disease early, such as blood tests, medical imaging or MRE, and CT scan, and the use of biomarkers. Number two is therapy. Therapy discovery and development of drugs and treatment methods for chronic and acute disease, including gene therapy and cell-based medicine. And number three, disease research, in-depth study of disease mechanism to discover potential targets from therapeutic interventions such as in cancer and neurodegenerative disease research. Number 6. Microbiology. Research microorganisms including bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. Study the role of microorganisms in human health, infection, and disease. Develop techniques to identify, treat, and prevent microorganism infection. Number 7. Pathology. Studying the structural and functional change that occur in cells and tissues due to disease. Identifying the cause of disease or etiology and the mechanism of its development or pathogenesis. Using diagnosis techniques such as histology and cytology to detect disease. Pharmacology. Science that studies interaction between drugs and living organisms. Pharmacokinetics, the study of how the body absorbs, distributes, metabolizes, and excretes drugs, involves understanding the drug's route of administration, half-life, and biodisponibility. Pharmacodynamics, study the biological and psychological effects of drugs and their mechanism of action, how drugs interact with receptor enzymes and other molecular targets in the body. Toxicology, the study of the harmful effects of drugs and other chemical substances on living organisms. Toxicology helps understand safe and dangerous doses of a drug. Pharmacogenomics studies how individuals' genetic variation influence therapy for individuals based on their genetic profile. And the last, pharmacotherapy, clinical application of pharmacology, which involves the use of drugs to prevent, treat, and manage disease. Okay, maybe that's all for me, the task of reading the article text. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.